On this episode of Lapeef Let's Talk,
and advocating for certain things that happen in society, right? I know that women are weaker. And so I'm not looking for the same thing. And the only reason that we're holding women accountable the way that they need to be held accountable today is because y'all out of order. And so I get that two things can be true at the same time, right? You can have a space to where I know that women are out of order and we need to hold them accountable so that we can get them back in order and then get our society the way it needs to be. But at the same time, I know that I control the narrative because I'm the type of man that I would want my daughter to marry. And so I move a certain type of way. But when I look outside and I see women that's not under my covering, they move differently than the women that's rolling with me. So two things can be true at the same time.
But Anton, you just stepped on your shit though. Because how are you gonna say it's victim Olympics if you state, and all we doing is state what reality shows us? If that's victim Olympics, because all we've been doing on this panel is stating what these chicks do out on the street.
So then why haven't you called them? Because
we're men. Because that's a part of being men. Like, I mean, if
being a man is not calling the police, what?
No, listen. You asked a question. I'm finna answer it for you.
You answered it. You said
after you answer, Logic, I want to make sure that
Kayla. Anton running from a chick, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna grab the phone and call 911. Maybe if she got a gun or a knife, maybe. But I'm not gonna do that because I, in my mind, know that man can protect himself if he wanted to.
So why is it an issue? Women? So this completely debunks what you were saying earlier.
Fuck, it wasn't. You're a goddamn terrorist, man. I can't. What?
Kayla, what are your thoughts on this?
I just think it's ridiculous and elementary at this point. Life ain't fair. Everything ain't fair. It's a lot of shit that's not fair. Black people get locked up more than white people. I mean, if you're going to do something about it, join your local legislation and do something about it. Otherwise, I'm not here for the whining. I'll wait on the next topic.
Oh, Anton,
Who the fuck is this? Who is
Anton?
What's up? Okay.
Anton, does this count? Like when men complain in this way, does it count as victim Olympics the same way like we would say something about institutional racism? I'm just trying to see if your thoughts are the same about people complaining about something that happens.
I agree with you, Kay.
I do too.
So Anton, is it victim Olympics or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So the men that are talking, so Mr. Let Go, Logic, and Quest are victim Olympians?
I mean, you can label it how you want to label it. I listen. What I'm saying is that
it's crazy because it's like every 5 minutes, the men on this panel are like, women are not the same for men.
I answered the question.
Not the same.
Men
and women are not equal. They're not the same. And then this topic comes up. Women should be treated the same as men. Like,
I didn't say that.
Like, I'm not fucking whining.
Get over it. Right here. I literally
accountability, bro.
I literally said men and women aren't the same. So I don't think women should be treated the same when it comes to criminal stuff. Like 2 women fighting is a guarantee that they're not going to kill each other. 2 men fighting is 85% chance that somebody's going to die. So women should not in any type of way be arrested like women.
Hey,
women. Well, that's not what Logic was just saying.
Hold on, let me say this. When you see 2 women fighting, it's just like seeing 2 cats fighting on the side of the street. Ain't that gonna happen. But when you see 2 men fighting, that's like seeing 2 dogs fight on the side of the street. One of the dogs may die. So it's a difference. And I don't think women should get penalized the same way as men, because men and women are not the same. That was my point in the beginning.
See, you know what? Y'all, Anton and Mr. Let It Go is just fell for the biggest K trick ever, because we were speaking on it on the aspect of the topic, why women have no accountability. So now, because I'm stating why women have no accountability, wait. And y'all fell for the okie doke. God damn,
we didn't fall for the okie doke. What happened was no. What happened was
no. Because if you saying that's victim Olympics, I don't want to hear none of you motherfuckers talk about anything on your channels because that's Victim Olympics.
What?
Let me respond really quickly.
I asked Anton a question. I didn't say anything. My thing is, I don't use the term victim Olympian to describe people who struggle. I don't do that. Anton does it a lot, which is why I specifically asked.
But I'm consistent though, and I agreed that it was the Victim Olympics. But here's the context: is that I'm not looking for a woman to validate me, and I'm not. Here's the key: as a guy, my job is to hold the women accountable that I'm responsible for, so that they don't get out of order when they go into the public. Right? What you see happening largely in society today is that there's a bunch of women out of control because there is nobody holding them accountable. And so we're supposed to be held to a different standard. And that's why when I say whatever Rita does outside of here, whatever her mother does, whatever my mom do, whatever any woman that's with me, if Q was with me at the time, if she get out of order and she go out here and do something out of control, I'm responsible for that. Right. And I take full accountability for that, which is why you don't see women moving like that. I don't have to ask women to submit to me. They automatically understand what the objective is when they go out the door and they by my side. And so I'm not looking to move a certain type of way, but at the same time, I do still understand that there needs to be equal accountability, because the only reason we having this conversation in the first place is because there are women that's advocating for being equal and on the same level as men. I understand instinctively that y'all never gonna be on our fucking level. I know that no matter what you say, no matter how you say it, you'll never be as strong, you'll never be as dope. Listen, if we abolished every league in society today and said, hey, there's just one league and whoever can compete can go, there would be no fucking women's sports ever, right? I know that y'all, every single league that y'all have is subsidized by men. The WNBA has never made a profit ever in its tenure, so it doesn't matter how much they advocate for equal pay and more money, because they fucking suck, right? And they trash, right? And so we know that we're subsidizing and propping y'all up and making y'all feel a lot more important than y'all really are, just by allowing y'all to be able to play sports and advocating for certain things that happen in society, right? I know that women are weaker. And so I'm not looking for the same thing. And the only reason that we're holding women accountable the way that they need to be held accountable today is because y'all out of order. And so I get that two things can be true at the same time, right? You can have a space to where I know that women are out of order and we need to hold them accountable so that we can get them back in order and then get our society the way it needs to be. But at the same time, I know that I control the narrative because I'm the type of man that I would want my daughter to marry. And so I move a certain type of way, but when I look outside and I see women that's not under my covering, they move differently than the women that's rolling with me. So two things can be true at the same time.
But Anton, you just stepped on your shit though, because how are you gonna say it's Victim Olympics if you state, and all we doing is state what reality shows us? If that's Victim Olympics, because all we've been doing on this panel is stating what these chicks do out on the street.